Is this 17-piece ceramic cookware set from Amazon worth it? Is it functional and is it practical? Well, in today's review, we're going to find out. Now, it's important to note that this set is 4.3 stars on Amazon. There's 1,484 customer reviews, and this is an Amazon's Choice and overall pick, and this is $84.99 on Amazon. Now, before we get to the review, let's go over the claims and parts of this set. The claims of this set are that it has a healthy ceramic coating, whatever healthy means. There's effortless storage space where you can save up to 70% of your kitchen space. This ceramic non-stick set also has the claim that it is ultra non-stick, easy to clean, and universal cooktop compatibility. The universal cooktop compatibility claim states that the enlarged magnetic base ensures compatibility with all stovetops, including individual and oven. And this ceramic set is crafted with all recyclable aluminum. After we've opened up this package, we can see the instructions right here, and then a packing list of the 17 pieces of cookware in this set. And here are some things to acknowledge with regards to the use and care of this cookware set. First off, we can see right here we have a silicone slotted turner. Feels sturdy. Very good. Then right here we have our two ceiling covers. We have one at 6.3 inches and the other is at 7 inches. Then next up we have our silicone lids that each need to be assembled. There are two of them. There's one that is 10 inches and the other is 7 inches. Then right here we can see we have our silicone ladle. Looks nice, feels nice. Good material. Then right here we can see we have two knobs for our silicone lids that we have to assemble. Then right here is our smallest saucepan. It is 1.5 quarts. And again, there is no handle on it yet because we've got to do that ourselves. But the handle is detachable. Then right in here we can see that we have one of our pot protectors. We can pull that out. Then we have our largest saucepan right here. That is 2.1 quarts. And again, it's going to need the attachable handle. Right here we see we have another pot protector. Right here we have our smallest frying pan. It is 8 inches. Inside here we can see we have one of our handles. And there should be two handles. I like the way this feels. Then right here we have our next handle. That's our second handle right there. Again, it feels nice, looks nice. This down here is our other pot protector. Then right here we have our 3.2 quart 10-inch saute pan. You can tell it's a saute pan because it is deepest. This right here is our last pot protector. And then right here is our 10-inch frying pan. Now all I have to do is assemble these two silicone lids and then we'll be good to go, and I'll clean off everything too. Now I want to briefly discuss the thickness of this frying pan and the set in entirety. This feels light but durable. So it's not too heavy in the hand, which is a good thing. This has a nice non-stick ceramic coating. When it comes to saving space, let's go over some options. Okay, so let's take these lids for instance. I would place them in a drawer or cabinet like so. Now let's place our pot protector down first. Then we can take our saute pan, put it down like so. Our other pot protector down. Then we can take one pot, place it down like so. Our next pot protector down. We can make sure that our handle comes off of our other pot. And then we take this pot and place it in this bowl like so. Then move this to the side in your cabinet or drawer. Then we want to take our next frying pan, place it down like so. Take your next pot protector and then your last frying pan and you can place it down like so. You can then place your ceiling lids in the frying pans like this. These two can go in like a spatula utensil holder. And then you could take these two handles and maybe place them down like so. I think that's pretty much saving space. I am noticing one con with this set so far is the knobs. You can see when you wash off the lid and you have the knob on that there's water trapped inside. So that would be probably one con. I think the one way you would get maybe the water out would be if you unscrewed the knob each time, but that might be a little problematic down the line. And also I noticed that the knobs and anything silicone on this thing kind of traps or gets hair stuck to it easily too. So that could be a con as well. We have our 10-inch frying pan right here and one of our handy dandy handles. What you do to get this handle on the frying pan is you put it on the edge of the frying pan like that. You press down on this little handle like that, and then it catches it. So now it's firmly in place. See? And then to release the handle, we press this button right here and it releases the handle. Okay, perfect. I like that. Test 1 is going to be our egg test. The next test that I'm going to do is using this small frying pan. I'm going to crack this egg into it with no oil, cook it, and see how this fried egg turns out. If we can actually get it out with our spatula or if we can't. I've got to poke my yolk. There we go. The heat is on low. Now we're going to cover it. Oh wow, that doesn't fit. So I'm checking, this lid actually does not fit this small frying pan, and neither does the other lid that we have. So we actually don't need the lid to go with this frying pan to help with the egg. So we're just going to leave the lid off. I want to now see if I can flip this egg, if I can get my spatula underneath it. Oh wow, I can actually do that. That's shocking because I didn't put any oil down. Okay, so I was just able to successfully flip the egg, which is really good, and that was with no oil whatsoever. I would say that was a successful test. Now, test number 2 is going to involve a hamburger test. First up, I'm going to turn our burner onto medium. And now, because we're cooking hamburgers, we do not need to oil the pan. So I'm just going to put 2 patties in at the same time, no oil. All right, patty number 1 going in and patty number 2 going in. So you can see it fits 2 patties nicely. And for clarity's sake, I do want to state that these are both frozen patties, and it states that they can be cooked from frozen if needed. Ow! Okay, it's been 4 minutes. I'm going to lift up this top, see what we're looking at, and give it some more time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip these. And let it go for another 3 minutes. Okay, so our timer of 3 minutes just went off. We can see that there is quite a lot of splatter on the inside of the silicone lid. Let's take this off. We can see quite a bit of oil and grease. Let's take the temperature, 172. So these are definitely ready. Okay, so I'm going to cut into each of these hamburgers, see how well they look. Looks well done to me. Looks well done to me. Test number 3 is our potatoes O'Brien test. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to make is potatoes O'Brien in this saute pan. You can see that it's all cleaned off. I've got the handle in place. Next, I'm going to heat this up to medium heat, put a little bit of oil in, let that heat up, and then we will put in our potatoes O'Brien. All right, we are at medium heat now. And I just put a little bit of oil in. And then after that's heated up at 2 minutes, we're gonna put in our potatoes. All right, it's been 2 minutes. We wanna take off our top. Our oil should be heated up. And then we're going to pour in our potatoes O'Brien. All right, now that our potatoes O'Brien is in, we wanna heat this up for 7 to 9 minutes with the cover on. And we want to stir it every 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes, I'll be back to give this a stir. Okay, we just passed the 2 minute mark. Let's lift off our top. And we've got to give this a little stir. All right, now we'll place back on our top and go for another 2 minutes. Some of them are getting a little too brown. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say that these potatoes O'Brien are done. You can see it's kind of over browning right here, and if I go any longer, it might start turning more to mush. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these off. Test number 4 is our grilled cheese test. For our grilled cheese test, you can see I buttered the bread for the grilled cheese, and our pan is heating up. This is the smaller frying pan. I'm going to let this grilled cheese go for 3 to 4 minutes on each side, and then we'll see how we're looking, and then we'll see how the pan's doing. Now the timer just went off. It's been 3 minutes. I'm going to give this grilled cheese a flip, and we're gonna go 3 to 4 minutes on the other side. Okay, our timer just went off. Let's check the other side. That looks really good. The cooking is very even all throughout, you can tell. The other side was a little darker, but I think that's because we had the heat a little hotter. But this looks delicious. Let me take this off. Now for our cut test. Whoa, look at that little bit of cheese pool. That's delightful. So you can see everything is cooked well throughout. And I will be eating this. And test number 5 is our boiled egg test. Okay, our water for our eggs has reached a rapid boil, so I'm going to go ahead and lower our eggs in, reduce it to a low simmer, and then place the lid on. Reducing to a low simmer, placing on the lid, and I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. Our 10-minute timer just went off. Let's lift off our top. We can see our eggs. One is unfortunately cracked, but the other 3 look good. So let's take these out, put these in cold water, and we should be good to go. Something I also want to discuss is right here, if you see this little indent right here, that is the spout to this pot. And there is also one on this pot too, and it's a tiny little indent. It's very kind of hard to visually see, but that is the spout. The eggs feel nicely cooled down, and this one is the misfit. It has a cracked egg and egg exposed. I don't really think you need an ice bath. You can do just cold water and it should do you just fine. Ah, that looks very nice. I would eat that. In fact, I am. Cutting into the other one now. Looks good as well. Let me try it. Mmm. Good egg. Mmm. Now time for a rather interesting test. We're going to take this lid and see if it will properly seal this pot, in the sense that when we give this a tip, if the water will pour out or not. And we're going to give this a tip on the side that doesn't have the spout to fully identify this. Yeah, this doesn't clip down. It doesn't necessarily fit snug. There is no seal. This kind of just acts as a cover more than a sealing cover. See, it's quite loose. So anyways, let's take this over the sink and see if it'll pour out. Yes, it does. If you're looking to get this pot pan set, just be warned of that. The lids do not seal, but most people are not using their pot and pan sets to put in the refrigerator anyways, with a cover on it, so that does pour out. There is no seal. Now to conclude, I do think that this Bazova non-stick ceramic cookware set is definitely worth your money. It is functional and it is practical. And I also found this set to be quite lightweight in terms of handling, as well as quite durable. The material felt really good in the hands. It felt very sturdy. This set is also fantastic when it comes to saving kitchen space. I like that you can detach the handles and attach them when you want, and you can just condense everything down into a nice, neat pile. The only cons of this set I noticed are that when it comes to the knobs on the silicone lids, they get water underneath them, so it's kind of hard to clear that out. You can do it, but it takes a little bit of effort and it doesn't look quite as aesthetically pleasing that way. As well as I noticed the sealing lids for this set don't fully properly seal. There can always be a little bit of leakage coming out of them. They don't really click and clasp on very well. And also, I think because of the silicone, there can sometimes be hairs that stick to it. So if you have pets in the area, don't be shocked if you see some hair sticking onto the silicone. Now, would you be interested in buying this set? Let me know in the comments below. Be as honest as you can.